Few imagined it could burn the 60 miles from Ventura to Santa Barbara, but in December 2017, our world caught fire. Strategic man-made backburns ensured that it didn't stop until everything on our hillside was incinerated. The Thomas Fire became the largest fire in California's history. It seemed endless, and the stress of evacuating, not knowing whether your home would be there when you came back, and the inescapable toxic ash everywhere took a real physical and emotional toll. Most thought the worst was over, but the worst was yet to come.
Wow. I've never seen anything like this in my life. That's flames!
We were expecting a flood, so it was a surreal shock to wake up to massive flames.
Break. This is Glen Oaks. I see what appear to be actual flames to the northwest of my location.
Knowing our family was safe, we called 911 and activated our radio network.
No way.
We then assessed the situation and checked on our neighbors.
Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, if we thought the fire was bad. Yeah, we're seeing loss of life here. Is what the sad thing is. Holy shit. Oh my god, I sure fucking... In the house is the thing. Bro! Oh no. Ralph! Holy shit. Yeah, that's... yeah, this is the contents of the Chow's house. I don't know that... Mickey, Ralph!
This was a road. Now it's not a road.
Hello?
Holy fuck. Oh no. The road's completely gone. It's gone. Oh my goodness.
Hello?
Holy. Oh my goodness. There's no more road. Oh. Where even is the road? Where even is the road?
Right here. Watch out, you're down power line. If you hear rumbling, run. And in the last flood, people washed down through here. People washed the house up above. Listen periodically if you hear somebody calling. Do you hear me? Because the creek's not even flowing that hard. But check this out. It came up over. Look at this. It bent the gas line.
No way.
Oh shit.
As we waded through the thick mud and debris, we discovered stranded and injured neighbors and began to realize just how big the scope of the disaster was.
Hanging in there? Okay, is it like compound or just... Can you see it visibly, bone or anything? Okay, stand by.
We knew our neighbor needed immediate medical attention, but 911 said we would have to wait. So we decided the best strategy was to go towards the fire and look for help ourselves. Fortunately, we found the crew from Montecito Fire that had pre-positioned themselves from the night before. They had been working on the fire from earlier, but could now help us, so we directed them towards the victims in our neighborhood. All of the neighbors that we located were successfully airlifted to safety or the hospital. The search for missing people continued. The sheer scope and scale of the disaster was really hard to get our heads wrapped around. Some of the boulders that rolled down our creek and into our neighborhood were larger than 20 feet around and more than 520 tons.
Boulders far bigger than cars tossed around. This was my neighbor's house. I'm really hoping that they weren't in it.
Oh yeah. Well, not good actually. We had fire crews and law enforcement from everywhere. The military, the Coast Guard, the National Guard. Every agency that you could imagine, but fear and confusion ruled. Even with all these amazing resources, sometimes a neighbor with local knowledge and emergency response training is the best source of guidance and reassurance. Experiencing the event itself, living in primitive conditions, and hearing the news of lost neighbors and friends began to weigh heavily on us. So the opportunity to help rescue pets was like a little ray of sunshine in the darkness.
We're going for a truck ride. You missed it on the helicopter. Those boulders are too big. Yeah. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. It's okay. It's okay. Hang on. Okay, to make sure she doesn't.
For many people, their pets are like family, so no pets get left behind. Unfortunately, most people aren't prepared for at least 3 days of self-reliance. Once you and your family are prepared, it's incredibly rewarding to be able to share and help your neighbors when they are in need. In large disasters, help can come from far away, so local knowledge is critical. Knowing what to do when you smell gas can save lives. The next step is to direct the right people to the right place, as well as assisting and coordinating with local authorities. Disasters like this one can become a total circus, and sometimes it's hard to tell the media from looters. First responders don't always have time to deal with everything, so it's up to us to look out for our own community. Waiting for somebody else to come and save you or clean up after the mess isn't a good strategy. Sometimes it's best to just roll up your sleeves and do it yourself. We were fortunate to have survived the incident and to have had the opportunity to help others. In the end, there's no way to prepare for how to cope with losing friends and neighbors. It's a trauma that resonates throughout the entire community.
We're gonna name him Lucky. Hey there, Lucky.
In reality, it's regular people that are usually first on scene of a disaster or an accident. No matter where you live, disaster can strike. So you can choose whether to be part of the problem or part of the solution. You don't have to be a Superman or a hero. You just need a little training and a little preparation. Even regular people like you and me can step up and make a difference.